more prepared than other weeks, so you have a
Yeah,
slight
facts.
advantage over yourself. Let's see if you have an advantage over Buster. But yeah, like I said, when Buster did his last match in the group stage, he then not only did he go undefeated in this group stage, but he also went undefeated in the last group stage, last Pro League. So he hasn't lost a match in group stage, and he's also only lost one match in the playoffs. Period, which was in the finals last year. So big stakes here for you, Lucid. If you could
I'll
be the one to finally take out Buster, or big stakes for Buster as well, to see if you can continue on that path of just absolute destruction um, of all of your opponents. You're not here to make friends, Buster. You're here to destroy the competition, as
Yeah,
should be the
exactly.
case.
I mean, this could go either way. You never know with this game.
That's
I could
true.
see this
Yeah.
going either way.
Yeah, I'm excited for this match because yeah, Lucy, you ended up being the 8 seed going into the playoffs, but I think a lot of that was just because of your group stage play wasn't as good as you've shown that you can be, especially if you're playing any percent a little bit more now. Um,
Yeah, I
because
got some
you,
bad breaks in group stage. I had some good times that just lost, and it was really sad. Like I had 3 weeks in a row where I dropped like a mid 58 or lower, and I still lost, and it was like I just could not buy a bucket. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know. I'm feeling okay
Hey, as
overall.
Zypher pointed out in chat, you have the best time in a race in this pro league, Lucid.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly, it's like I mean, no, I don't really want to play Buster first round. Here we are. I don't really want to, but in a different sense, it's like I feel like I probably have a better chance in a best of one than a best of five. I feel like
especially
Buster's definitely more consistent than me. Like drops more consistent times, but I don't know. I could shock the world in a one-off race and get a good time potentially.
yeah, this is the format for an upset to happen. Just in this first round, because the first round best of one. So, I mean, one of you could have a terrible run, and even though that's not your average, you could do way worse than average, and the other one does better, and that's just it. There's no second chances, no nothing like that in the other round. So it is just down to this one race. So I'm looking forward to it. Are you guys worried about any particular parts of the run? Like, maybe you're worried about um whatever
Um,
the
Not
clips
really.
in wooded or any of that
I
stuff.
guess.
Anything you've been messing up
Yeah.
in practice particularly?
I'm just scared I'm gonna randomly start doing world peace movement like randomly somewhere.
That would be really funny. Do world peace for a
I
kingdom.
Because I was
uh
practicing and that kept happening.
yeah. I just need to start the runoff strong. I need to hit DSS and like just not completely mess up sand. As soon as I miss like DSTA, because I go for DSS and like miss it 2 times or something, then like my whole world collapses in front of me. So if I can just like hit DSS and start the runoff okay, I think that'll carry and it'll end up being an okay run. That's usually what happens.
Yeah,
Um,
well, let's hope
see.
you start off well. I'm just hoping for a nice close match here. I don't really care about who wins. I'm usually the biased commentator, but I truly am just rooting for a good race. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you guys have a good match. So unless you guys have anything else any bold claims you want to make before we start, I think you guys are good to go.
I have a bold claim.
I could go for it.
Good luck, Buster.
I'm scared. Okay.
That that
Thank
is
you.
a
Good
that
luck
is
as
a
well.
bold claim, and Buster
Very
returns the
bold.
favor. So yeah, good
Wow.
luck to both you guys. I hope that bold claim works out for you, Lucid. That was a lot of you really could make yourself look like a fool saying that live on stream right there.
Yeah, I'm testing the waters a little bit.
Chat, make sure you clip that and we can all spam that if Lucid loses the race. But yeah, good luck to you guys. You can ready up in the race room whenever you guys are ready to go, and we can get this match started.
All right, peace.
All right.
All right, guys. I am very excited for this match. I mean, playoff time is that's where winners are forged in the playoffs. Obviously, should be a very good match today. Both runners seem fairly confident, and I really like this match for a first round matchup. Buster obviously has shown that he's the best player in group stage. And Lucid, like he kind of said, he had some bad breaks in these in some of his tournament matches. I mean, his average is his a 58-38, which is, I don't know in terms of averages go, but I'd imagine that's pretty good in terms of players. Actually, I think I can see. I don't know where to look at that on here. I'm gonna be on. Oh, average. There we go. Who's got the best? Yeah, Lucid has the third best average in the whole tournament for his runs. Buster obviously having the best, and it's a 37-second difference between their averages. But just because Lucid had some bad breaks, he managed to drop all the way to the 8 seed and is playing 1-seeded Buster. So I legitimately think this would go either way. Yeah, this is best of one. We've just got the one race today. Winner takes all. It is entirely up to who does better right here in this moment. So yeah, I couldn't think of a better first round matchup. And now we're off. So yeah, hoping for good early games from both these runners here. Buster does not go for DSS, and as Lucid said, he goes for DSS, and not getting it can really cause some problems for him. Because you miss it twice, you're gonna miss DSTA, you're gonna have to do manually, and just kind of snowballing the mistakes right at the start can really hurt. So we're hoping for first try DSS from Lucid, so that way we don't have any spiraling mistakes there. Let's see, what's their consistency on? Come on. Oh yeah, also with the Lucid has the best exit for every single split in tournament play. You know, out of everybody in the tournaments, he's got best exit for every split. And that's a lot to do with his tournament best run, 57-24, which I think was the last run he did. Someone can correct me on that, but I believe that was his final race. Maybe I'm just being stupid, but yeah, 57-24 was the best run by anybody in the tournament. Just 6 seconds better than Buster's 57-30. That was the second best race in the tournament. And then VGR is third with a 57-30. Which VGR doesn't play today. No, he plays tomorrow. Yeah, solid Cap Kingdom from both runners. I didn't really touch on it too much because it's Cap. Everybody hates Cap. But I'm looking forward to seeing what these two runners can do. Because also because you can see on screen, Buster, the little 1 next to his name means that he was the 1 seed going into the tournament. And Lucid was the 3 going into the tournament, and I believe that's just based off of PBs. I don't know who has a better PB than Lucid. Is it VGR? I don't remember. Somebody has a better PB than Lucid, apparently. I don't remember who the 2 seed was, but yeah. So Lucid dropped 5 places going into playoffs. So he's here to redeem himself and prove that he deserves to be among the best. Yeah, I forgot he got a 5640. VGR did. I was thinking that was Lucid's PB, even though it does say his PB on screen right now. A little slow. And moment of truth for Lucid here. See if he can get DSS. Oh, camera turned the wrong way. It's gonna mess him up a little bit. And he gets it anyway. That was big. Not only is he going to save close to 10 seconds over Buster, but he's also not going to have any mistakes with his DSTA. Not going to have to do manual. And also the mental fortitude of fortitude, not the right word, but the kind of the mental boost of like, okay, I hit DSS. I can do it. I'm killing it, Gains a little bit of confidence. Because once you miss DSS, and it's like, oh, I missed DSS, and I'm gonna lose time here, and then I'm gonna lose time in sand, and it's very easy to get in your head about that. But Lucid not missing DSS, so he does not have to worry about any of that. So now he can just focus on continuing in the run. That's honestly the biggest thing for a lot of these runners. It's not as apparent in the first round here in these quarterfinals, just because it's the best of one. But in the later rounds where it's best of 3, confidence helps a lot. Because if you lose your first race by a ton, like say you get blown out, you lose by 2 minutes or something, it's hard to come back and have a good race in race number 2 because you've lost all your confidence. But yeah, Buster does not do DSS just because it's a bit risky. Kind of what I've been touching on here with Lucid going for it is, it's very difficult to like getting DSS consistently is difficult for even the best runners, right? Like even Tyrone it's probably one of the least consistent tricks in the run. Yeah, so you save the 10 seconds. Both runners missing chest club. That's interesting. But it's also not only do you miss 10 seconds by, or you lose time by failing it, but you also lose time by having to do manual DSTA. Because if you miss DSS, I think if you get it on second try, I think you're still okay. If you get it any later than second try, if you get it third or fourth try, or you have to bail, then you're not getting DSTA, and you're gonna have to do it manually, and that loses like 7-ish seconds in Sand Kingdom. So it's just it's pretty, yeah, it's high risk, high reward. So Lucid's definitely had some blunders in tournament play, or in the group stage where he's gone for it and missed it, and that's cost him a lot. But he gets it here, so no worries about that. And he also, even though he missed chest club, so did Buster. Buster was inside of the chest when he tried to backflip, so not getting it. Pretty much net even there. Let's see how Sand Kingdom goes. Sorry, I'm eating a Pop-Tart. I'm hungry. Anyway. Yeah, Sand Kingdom is a lot of runners start to kind of diverge a little bit. Because Cap and Cascade, you're not going to see it. How did that seed go in the pot by Buster? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't looking correct. That did not look like that should have gone in the pot. That was a crazy hitbox. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Okay, Cap Cascade, you're not going to lose a whole lot of time, other than like DSF, which most runners don't go for. But with other, other kingdoms like Sand is where it really starts to take into effect of time lost between two runners. Whether it's like missing up the cycle or maybe you mess up the fulfillment manip, something like that. Oh, there's a lot of things that can go wrong in the race. Chat, am I allowed to make a bold prediction here, chat? Will you let me do that? There's one permission first, before I make a very bold prediction. Maybe even bolder than what Lucid said. At the start of the race. Okay, I'm taking that maybe as a yes. Okay, you said yeah, we're good. My bold prediction, the winner of this race is gonna win the tournament. That's my bold prediction. Lucid or Buster is winning the tournament. Whoever wins this match. But yeah, I kind of glossed over it with my bold prediction, but Lucid went for reverse dram. It's like the only runner that does, especially in the group stage or in the tournament. And he got it. Definitely something else that see runners messing up. I say runners when it's just Lucid, but it's a tough trick. Okay, that's a bit too hot of a take there. That is crazy. I think reverse dram is only like, I think it's under a second. I'm sure Dancer can correct me. I don't really know. It's like 0.5, 0.7, something like that. I know it's under a second. Oh, and Lucid getting hit by the bullet bill. That means that Buster's can take the lead there. He maybe a half second ahead of Lucid, but then Lucid just got health refill. Unfortunate for Lucid. I guess the cycle was just a little bit off. I was looking at Buster at the time, but his cycle was just a little bit off, so the bullet bill was in the way, and he had to go for it. A bit unfortunate, but so that's gonna pretty much erase all of the time save Lucid got from DSS. 0.5. I thought so. I knew it wasn't that much. It's a tough trick for only 0.5 seconds, but that's just how speedrunning goes. So yeah, it's going to be almost tied here. I've seen Buster going for backflip leg clip instead of triple jump leg clip recently. He did some ILs for it, and I believe he also got a World Peace Gold with it. So interesting to see if he's going to go for it in this race. He seemed to be fairly consistent, but that was also in practice. So does Lucid do it? I would not be surprised if Lucid did backflip. I just haven't seen him doing any percent, but Lucid just goes for everything, even in races, which is why we saw him do reverse trim. But Lucid is not one to shy away from a strap. Really respect him going for everything, even in races. It is Boblo's Cheese Chrono, but you know who else it is? It's Buster and Lucid in first round of the SMO Any Person Pro League playoffs. More important than me. I think he got it. I can't really tell with the shadow. Nope. And then... Okay, well, Buster missed it. Did Lucid get it? Oh. Both missing backflip. Lucid taking a little bit longer because he attempted it twice. So they have to go for regular leg clip. Neither one having too much problem with that. But it's going to extend Buster's lead a little bit. Lucid had the chance to take the lead from him if he had gotten it, but unfortunately missed the clip. It's hard to tell with the backflip clip. Looking at the stat sheet, Buster's consistency with triple leg clip has not been amazing in the tournament. He's only 3 for 8. And then Lucid was 5 for 9 before this run. They're getting it 5 out of 7 runs. Buster only getting it 3 out of 7. So under 50%. So yeah, we're gonna see Buster taking a bit of a lead in the Wooded Kingdom, but that is the kingdom, especially for these two runners who go for all of the clips. That's the one that is easily probably the toughest kingdom in the entire run. I mean, they don't pull out any stops. Just looking at their consistency, both runners. Let's see, Buster 6 for 7 on nut clip, 3 for 7 on maze clip, 5 for 11 on pipes clip, and then Lucid 5 for 7 on nut clip, 1 for 7 on maze clip, 5 for 9 on pipes. So Lucid's got the better consistency just on pipes clip, although his nut clip is fairly similar to Buster's, but hasn't been very good at maze clip in tournament play. Let's see if he can turn that around here and get the clip. That's the more important of the two. Obviously, nut clip is much more important than the other two, but nut clip probably the largest single, the largest single time loss for missing a trick in the run. Just because there's not really any quick backup. Because like if you miss Moon Cave skip, you just do it again. But you miss nut clip, you just got to do the backup route, which is 20 to 30 slower, I think. But I don't have any worries that these runners will miss nut clip, and they shouldn't either, because they're not going to. That's another bold take from me. No nut clip misses here. Got Buster lining up for it. No problem. See, I'm confident. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Even Buster thought he got that. I thought he was fine. I was... Oh, Lucid, what? Play. No, are you kidding? Oh, my God. Wow. No, I'm retiring. That's it for me. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I can't commentate anymore. That's it. I can't do it. That's crazy. I thought they both looked fine. Oh my god. Well, let's see if Buster can save it a little bit with base clip. Nope. Okay, well, I only saw the end of Lucid's. Because I was looking at Buster. I thought his position was fine. I didn't see the cap throw. Yeah, Lucid not even getting an attempt at, what's it called? At maze clip. Wow, that is crazy. Both runners missing nut clip. Let's do some quick math here. Where is nut clip? So if he's... Oh, is this getting updated in real time? Oh, look. Who's on the stats? Salmon. Nice job, Salmon. Good work. We love Salmon. Usually it gets updated after the match. Okay, well, let's go pre-match stats. So 5 divided by 7 times... you know, I don't actually... Very, very rare that they both missed it. That's what I'll say. He did count Lucid's maze flip as an attempt. And the worst part about them missing that clip is that meant they had to get the Piranha Moon. So that means no roll boost, FRS, double roll boost, roll cancel, triple jump. That saves like 0.5 from either of the runners. That time loss is massive. I don't know if they can come back from that, even though they both didn't get it, so it actually cancels out. But like, I know, yeah, they might as well just not even finish strong. So you'd think it would only lose 0.5 because it only saves like 0.5, but it actually is so much worse than that. The mental fortitude is just gone. Lucid getting a maze or pipe clip third try. Buster just failing it on the first attempt. So with as much of a train wreck as that wooded was for both runners, it's still like a, I don't know, less than a 10-second difference. That is insane. Script writers are cooking here. It is a 6-second difference between these two runners. That is insane. I can't say anything else. That is ridiculous. Yeah, an 18-19 and an 18-25 exit for our two runners here. I'll have to formally apologize to both Buster and Lucid after the race, because those nut clips were on me. But if we want to compare the two train wrecks that were awarded, Lucid had slightly better of a train wreck. So props to him. He saved 2 seconds over Buster. Chrono, not only does that mean you're a 56 runner, that means you are in the SMO 80% Pro League. So congrats to you. Yeah, you're gonna yeah, Tyrone actually is making a surprise appearance. He doesn't even know it yet. Okay, well, let's see how loss goes for these guys. I mean, we're nearing the halfway point of the run, and it's still very close, and honestly, it's been terrible, and Buster misses the RCB. Lucid... Okay, Lucid doing a long jump. So Lucid not... I made sure to stay quiet there. I didn't want to do any more commentators curse. But yeah, Lucid's taking the lead by a decent amount here. Probably the largest lead we've seen of the whole match. It'd be really funny. I wonder if Lucid just like flubbed his inputs or something, or had a bad line, or if he just like he saw Buster fail the RCB, so he decided to also just not go for it. That'd be really funny. But it's more likely he just messed up his inputs. A bit scuffed there from Lucid. Oh yeah. A little bit slow. Yeah, no, that is true, Zypher. He would have had to immediately recognize that Buster missed it. Because there's stream delay and whatnot. Are they tied? Who's got the better rolls? Who's gonna take the lead? I have no idea. I don't know who's in the lead. We need a frame time. God, I have no clue who it is. Is it Frame Perfect? Who's got the better mashing? The cutscene skip. I don't know who it is. I can't tell. Yeah, that seemed Frame Perfect. That was ridiculous. I have no idea who that was. According to Live Split, Buster is 0.2 seconds ahead. Because it looked like Buster had the better A button press, but then Lucid had the better cutscene skip. I don't know. This race is ridiculous. This race is absolutely living up to the hype. Not in the way that I expected it to, but it certainly is. It's something. I thought that too. I thought maybe like somehow you messed up the restream and you accidentally duped the footage. Lucid having a slight lead. Ooh, oh, well that was a quick-lived lead for Lucid. Oh, he should have set up for Town Hall skip, or City Hall skip. Backed it up as best he could. Unfortunate mistake there. Didn't get the long jump, or not long jump, the jump, just the jump input. Yeah, Lucid's trying to upgrade his Town Hall to 12. I don't know how many tunnels are in Clash of Clans anymore. It's a good question, Sam, and I don't. You should be able to ask me because I'm watching and commentating, but I was looking at Lucid at the time. Both getting Giggler, so you can write that down. See how the Mecha Wiggler fight goes for Buster. Ooh, almost a nearly perfect fight there with the pattern, but missed just the one segment. See if Lucid gets a good pattern. And can avoid damage. Does not avoid damage, but gets very good execution of the actual pattern, so didn't move out of the way of the bubble enough. Yeah, but it's gonna be like 15 for Buster here, maybe closer to 10. Yeah, close to like 10 seconds. Never mind 13, is according to the splits. So yeah, I believe that's the largest. Yeah, that's the largest lead we've seen the entire race outside of a kingdom, like at a kingdom split. So, I mean, very much anybody's race. Oh, Lucid doing the little dram strat. Not the dram strat, the roll cancel dram strat. If I was on best pace, I would be minutes behind both of these runners. Oh, Lucid doing the cool dive strat. I really like that strat. I don't know what it's called, but it's a cool dive. Ooh, Buster inspecting the merchandise outside of the Crazy Cap store. He's clipping it to make sure he can look at the merchandise later. Again, if he likes to. Oh, and then Lucid trying to roll in a little bit too quick. He had no interest in that merch. Let's see how bullet building goes for these runners. Buster getting bullet bounce. See how Lucid fares. There's actually a secret rule that nobody knows about. But if one of the runners buys a hat at some point in the race, they just automatically win. It's on the challenge page. You need a bracket. You just look in the HTML of the website. You'll find it in there. It's a little secret hidden thing. Very interested to see how the second half of this run goes. Because I mean, they're still neck and neck. And they have had some very big mistakes. But it seems like every time one runner makes a mistake, the other one makes a similarly sized mistake, and they're right back to it. So it's Buster's turn to make a mistake. Who's getting the hint art? Oh, he didn't have enough coins. Interesting. Oh, and there's Buster's mistake. Okay, well... Oh, is he gonna get the timer challenge? Oh my god. Frames away. Wow, that was close. Well, Lucid's gonna catch up a little bit here. He would have caught up even more if Buster had not been able to get the timer challenge moon. So yeah, it's like, well, I don't know, 5 seconds? A little bit more, probably 6 or 7. Yeah, back to single digits though. Crazy, crazy race so far. $6.54 is the difference between these two runners. As we head off to Snow Kingdom. How's the ICC going for these guys? Lucid is 6 for 8, and Buster 7 for... No, I'm looking wrong. 7 for 13. Yeah, I mean, super close race. I mean, this has been ridiculous. See, this is the point in the run where they've, yeah, super close. Where they've I think they've kind of gotten over their mistakes a little bit, and they're certainly probably not as nervous anymore. Because they're not at the end of the run yet, but they're also like, you know, typically you'll be nervous at the start, and then those nerves will kind of go away as you play through the match. But I think certainly at this point, now that they're a little bit past the halfway point, I think the nerves have probably gone away a little bit. They're kind of over their previous mistakes and like wooded and lost and whatever. I think this is where we're really going to see these two guys lock in. I say as Buster misses Snow Clip. So I think Lucid got it though. Yeah. Oh, Buster actually going past the moon. That Spiny took his time, falling off, dying in the poison. Now it's not an ICC time for both these guys. This could cause Buster to lose the lead or cause Lucid to fall even further behind. Not that he's all that far behind right now, but you get the idea. Let's see how it goes for Buster. Hoping for a first try here. Ooh. Not getting it first. Oh, and he died. Oh my god. Oh my god. So having similar issues here. Lucid not falling and dying though, but really taking his time to set up. Okay, and he got it. So he's going to take the lead back. Both runners being chased at by that Goomba. That really kind of forced them to do really fast setups. Buster, unfortunately, hitting the Goomba with his hat and not able to cap bounce back onto the island. Not the island, but the platform. So yeah, back to a little bit of a lead for Lucid. Back and forth. Interesting enough, though, this is, at least according to Live Split, this is Lucid's his first lead out of a kingdom since Cascade. So he's had leads within kingdoms since then, but At the end of a kingdom, this is the first time he's had a lead since Cascade. This is, I mean, they are neck and neck, 2.6 seconds for Lucid. I know Buster mentioned he's been doing some world peace. I saw that he got a new world peace Seaside Gold that's Kamsab. So, you know, let's hope he doesn't mess up any of the movement here. He mentioned that before the race. Oh, what was that down warp from Buster? Unfortunate little time loss there. So Lucid extending his lead a little bit, but I mean, with as close as it is right now, no one can feel safe at any point. I love that movement from Lucid, the roll cancel into the Shireen bounce. I love that. Lucid does all like the cool strats that most other runners don't. So it's just cool seeing other movement that's still fast. We'll see how Fish Dip goes here, though. I've seen several runners having trouble with it in this tournament. We'll see how it fares for these two. Lucid getting it super quick. Got the, I believe, single box set up. Stays inbound, gets the moon super quick as well. Single bonk for Buster as well. Not having any trouble getting it out of bounds, and he stays out of bounds. So pretty good fish dips for both runners. I think it was a little bit faster for Lucid. And then he struggled to grab the moon after going back inbounds. Well, yeah, we'll see how the BLJs go for these two runners. It could be the difference maker. I don't know. I think it could even come down to throws, to be honest. So Lucid's going to be extending his lead a little bit into Luncheon Kingdom. Very stressful kingdom. Could certainly see things go very well or very poorly for these runners. I mean, I commentated a race. It was... I don't remember who it was at this point. It was a couple weeks ago. But it literally came down to pillars. They were pretty much tied going into pillars. Yeah, 6-second difference here for Lucid and Buster. Lucid just barely hanging on to that lead. Let's see if he can hold on to it through Luncheon. Ooh, immediately messing up Salt Triple. So getting it second try, but that means Buster's going to catch up just a little bit. Oh, and Lucid falling down, so lose a little bit of time there on his rolls compared to Buster. And he does the faster Spewart skip jump. No problem for both runners. That can be a little bit scary, but you don't see runners missing that too much. I don't think I've seen anybody miss it in the tournament. Now forkless. I'm really liking the reaction faces on Lucid there. He had some interesting faces there on that forkless. If you guys didn't notice, dude, man is locked in. Well, I think it's also like if I were these two runners and I had the beginning I had against somebody who had a good beginning, you know, didn't miss nut clip and have a bunch of mistakes in early game, I'd probably be pretty discouraged. But because they're racing against, like, their opponent has done pretty much the exact same thing, it's really not that big of a mental factor, I'd imagine. Not nearly as big as it probably should be. Ooh. Lucid going for the lava vault, doesn't get it, has to do double damage. And Buster missing the vault. I wasn't entirely sure what happened there, but need to try it again. Oh, and Buster not getting the heart, so no heart strat for him. Lucid not even attempting it because he took 2 damage, so heart strat wouldn't save him any time. I mean, honestly, if Lucid if Lucid does the vaults, then he's out of his mind. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Dance. They're really cooking with the script here. This is just the first match of the playoffs. This has been a very, very interesting race. Like, the entirety of this race has been neck and neck, back and forth. Somebody makes a mistake, the other player makes a similar mistake and loses about as much time. No, Lucid didn't go for heart strat because he took 2 damage, so he didn't attempt it. And now it's time for Invis block jump. I guess not exactly time, almost time. Yeah, it's correct, Salmon. He went for it, didn't get it. Yeah, good Invisblock jump for both runners. That can be, like I said, that can be a little scary. But both runners getting it. Now they're onto the magma sub area. The lava bubble room, whatever it's called. Yeah, good first half of the room. That's really the scary part in the sub area. It's that first half. Yeah, I mean, that was a solid luncheon from both runners. Obviously, there's still the timer challenge, but up until this point, not a whole lot of mistakes. Lucid messed up a little bit at the start. And then they both kind of messed up with heart strat and or damage. You know, that stuff there getting into the Forks room, but yeah, crazy close race here, man. I can't believe how close this is. I mean, I was excited for this race just because it's 2 of the best runners in the game playing off against each other in a best of 1, winner takes all. Like, how can it get better than that? And now it's been close the entire race. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, exactly a 2-second difference going into Ruin Kingdom. And now that we're here, now I take a break from talking about the run for a little bit. And I'm going to tell you guys to make sure you go follow the runners, Buster, Doggy, and Lucid. If you need any more proof than this race that these guys are very skilled, I guess, to be fair, this hasn't been like the most amazing run from either of these runners, but I mean, this has still been, you know, very skilled. You don't need me to tell you that. If you want to, you can unfollow, but then you have to follow again. Heart strat doesn't save 2 seconds. Oh, we actually no, because he went for it. So yeah, I guess failing it loses too. Yeah, you know, you're right. So yeah, if he got it, yeah. That's true. You could say that if neither runner messed up the entire time, then this would be 56 pace. Anyway, yeah, go follow those runners. Go follow our lovely restreamer, Zypher. Big part of why these races can happen is a lot of the behind-the-scenes work by the restreamers. So I just want to make sure, shout out to him. Make sure you go follow him. And then if you would like to, you can go follow me as well. I don't really run Odyssey anymore. If you ever heard of Costume Quest, that's my jam. I speedrun that game, but as I've said in the last couple of my races that I've commentated, I'm about 1 million followers away from 1 million followers, if you round. So, you know, if you can help me get to that goal, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, and then shout out, is there a stats command? I don't think. No, because, I mean, there's the stats command. But yeah, shout out to Salmonbird as well, doing the stats of the race. Usually the stats keeper is not doing it as the race progresses, but he's been on it. Yeah, no, that's very Zypher. I realized that once I said it. Yeah, so shout out to Salmon for doing that live. Appreciate that. And then finally, shout out to Dansta. Not only is he a runner in this tournament and will be racing, I think, the next race. Am I right? No, that's tomorrow. Don't listen to me. He races tomorrow. Anyway, but yeah, he's in the playoffs. Shout out to him for organizing this whole thing, because this certainly could not happen without Dansta. So shout out to you, Dansta. Yeah, I knew you were the second match, but I couldn't remember if it was second match today or second match tomorrow. So man, has this been a race or what? I've never heard of that place. Well, going into the final 2 kingdoms of the race, it's just a 0.3 second difference. Still in favor of Lucid, but the Ruined Kingdom for Buster was just a little bit better than Lucid, so they are basically tied going into this final kingdom. So it's gonna come down to, you know, just the smallest little time losses here for either runner. So look, Lucid got caught on that wall a little bit. He didn't bonk or anything, but Buster's in the lead now. That's just how close this race is. So yeah, maybe a second for Buster here. Yeah, just about a second. Yeah, just compared to their BPT, their best possible time, Buster's got a BPT of a 58.09 and Lucid a 58.13. So Buster has a little bit better of a sum of best to have a slightly better BPT into these last 2 kingdoms, but incredibly close here. And also, I believe both runners, you can see Lucid in this webcam there switching to Joy-Cons, so he's going to be going for down throw shards. Buster already uses Joy-Cons, so he doesn't need to switch to do that. Oh, and then Buster falling down, so Lucid getting the shards. Buster really having some trouble getting up. Oh, man. Really a struggle for Buster here. I wonder if he's feeling the pressure now because of how close this race is. Barely. Oh, and then he didn't collect the shard. He barely got the bomb to hit the bird to hit the bomb into the rock, and then missed the shard. So that's going to be a big difference here for Lucid. But if I know anything about this race, it's going to become super close again. That's just how it goes. So yeah, close to like 15, it's like 17 seconds for Lucid here now. So let's see if he can have a clean bunnies finish out this split and hopefully be able to keep this lead up. He got his Solar Bomba. That's a bold claim right there. Well, I'm going to cancel out your curse, and I'm going to say that both runners are going to get TA. Yeah, both runners getting Star Bomba, but yeah, at this point, Buster might be getting a little bit worried. I mean, 17 seconds, he does need Lucid to mess up a little bit. It's certainly not anything to be like, you know, insurmountable, but it's like, yeah, I'd be a little bit nervous if I were Buster right now. Yeah, good topper from Lucid, so we'll see exactly what the lead is here for him once Buster splits. Yeah, that was a solid bunnies from Lucid. That was a sub, whatever, sub 4. Is that how long it is? Yeah, sub 4. I don't know why I couldn't think of. I can't math right now. I'm too locked in on the race to count. Yeah, he got a sub 4. So it's gonna be 17 seconds here for Lucid. So he's just gotta lock in and just keep himself focused. Not a whole lot of race left here. Plenty of places to make mistakes still, but he needs to keep himself safe. That was a little bit scary on that jump there out of the boxes, but didn't have any issues, no damage, nothing like that. Buster also going for pipes. Oh no, and then he bonked. So yeah, this is really kind of starting to run away from him here. Going too close to the wall. Yeah, Buster's starting to feel the pressure. He needs Lucid to make a mistake here if he wants to come back. Very considerable lead. We haven't had a lead more than like 15 seconds the entire race until this Bowser's Kingdom, where Buster's made some pretty big and unfortunate mistakes. It's going to give Lucid a very strong lead here. But I mean, if Lucid does make a mistake here and miss TA, heaven forbid, you know, that could help Buster come back, but that will not happen in this race. Lucid getting a very clean mech. He's got to feel on top of the world right now. Super confident going into Moon Kingdom. He doesn't need to do 2 DSS. He doesn't need to do anything stupid or silly. He's just got to play his game, really. Yeah, I mean, this is what the playoffs are made of. I mean, I was kind of hyping Buster up at the start of the race to kind of give you guys a sense of how important this match is. Buster has not, going back to this Pro League and the previous one in 2023, Buster has lost 1 match, and that was in the finals of the last Pro League. He didn't lose a single match in group stage this year or last year. So he's on the verge of losing his 2nd match in 2 Pro Leagues. And this would be the first time he'd be out of the tournament. So looking like a 30-second lead for Lucid here. Just around about 30 seconds. Very, very difficult for Buster to crawl back and take that lead. He really, really just needs Lucid to make some mistakes here. Which I'm not saying is impossible. It's certainly possible, but yeah, Buster is certainly pretty nervous right now. Dancer, are you hearing your own keyboard? It's not me. I haven't touched my keyboard. Yeah, I don't remember the previous Pro League before that one. I just know last year's. I say last year's, it was 2023. So we'll see. I think Lucid is just crazy enough to try 2DSS. I mean, he hasn't shied away from any other strat, any of his races, so I imagine he'll give it an attempt. Who knows if he'll actually go till he gets it, but I'd be surprised if he didn't give it an attempt. We'll see how it goes. Buster certainly will be going for it. He kind of needs any time save he can get. And no problem from Lucid there with his with the Mooncave skip. Got the one wall jump. So really there's like 2 places that we could see Lucid losing enough time for Buster to catch up, and that's, I guess, 3. He could use really this first phase of the Bowser fight is can be tricky, but I mean there's potentially 2DSS and there's pillars, but that's about it. And Lucid having no problem with that first Bowser fight, or first Bowser hit. I will say, this race has been ridiculous. How close it was the whole time. And then just, Buster just couldn't hold on in the end. Also looks like, yeah, missed the first phase on Bowser. It's probably going to do it for him. Going to just pile on some more time loss. And in the, what's it called? In the playoffs here, we don't care about points anymore. It's just who can finish their match the fastest. And right now it's looking to be Lucid. I'd be curious to see how many times a 1 seed or an 8 seed is knocked off a 1 seed in the Pro League history. So Lucid heading into the escape sequence, we'll see how, when he does the 2DSS, I imagine we'll see an attempt at the very least. We'll see if he actually goes till he gets it. But I mean, that's really the only thing Buster can hope for here is that Lucid goes for 2DSS and he dies. But if I were Lucid and I'm attempting 2DSS, I'd take that super safe. No need to risk it. A no 2DSS attempt from Lucid. That's probably the smart move, but I'm a little surprised he didn't attempt it once. Seems like a Lucid thing to do, to just give it a shot, but you know what? He's not risking anything. That's a very smart move. I like the restraint from Lucid, because he's the guy that goes for all the strats, but not in this particular situation. Yeah, Buster gonna give it a shot. I wonder if he goes till he gets it. First try from Buster. Now it's just down to how quickly Lucid can finish off the pillars. See what kind of final time he gets. It's gonna be 58. I don't really know how much time loss he's had here, but probably gonna be a mid 58. I didn't see what his enter was. And that'll do it. Lucid moving on to the second round of the playoffs. Going to be facing either the winner between Danston and G-Man. So GG's to Lucid. Congratulations for moving on. Very impressive race there. Managed to keep his composure with all the mistakes. From him and from Buster, to be honest. 58-31 being the final time. And then, yeah, GG's to Buster too. I mean, it is so difficult to go 7-0 in the group stage, and then just lost in the quarterfinals. And I think a lot of that's to do with Lucid dropping so many places. Like Lucid didn't deserve to be an 8 seed, but very exciting. We will be seeing a new winner of the Pro League, like not just from last year, but also just period. Because nobody, I believe the only winners of the Pro League is Tyrone, Mitch, and Buster. At least in like last couple years. I'm sure going back further, it's like Nitro or something. But yeah, let's yeah, if we want to drag Buster and Lucid into the commentary booth, we can see how they're feeling. See, I still think I should get permission to do that. I don't think I can have permission. You should give commentators permission to move people. Welcome, guys. GG to Lucid there. Pulling off the upset. That means you're going to be moving on to the second round of the playoffs. And unfortunately, Buster, while you went undefeated, none of that matters. Because you lost the most important match. But Lucid, how you feeling?
I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I won. I feel like I just like I don't know. If you would have told me before the race, I would have won with a 58. I would not have believed you. So I'm surprised, but I'm happy. Honestly, this is why I always watch the stream when I do the race, because I miss nut clip and I'm like, okay, it's over. I literally lost. Because I always have the mentality of, if I don't know what's going on the other person's screen, it's like I just assume they're playing godlike.
Yeah.
And so I missed Nut Club. I'm like, dude, it's over. And then you could tell, like I was like messing around on the Maze Clip Moon. Like I was so down bad, because at the beginning, well, I didn't even preface. At the beginning of the race, I was like, I was gonna try a new strat where I only look at the stream at the end of each kingdom to like see where I'm at compared to Buster. So I did that through Lake, and then after I collected the Piranha Moon and Wooded, I turned on the stream because I'm like, I'm probably just by a minute now. And then I saw that Buster also missed Nut Clip, so I like instantly locked back in.
Yeah, you actually saved 2 seconds in Wooded over Buster. I mean, you guys both had train wrecks of Wooded, but your train wreck was slightly better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that race was back and forth. I mean, I believe the biggest lead the entire race was when you, until Bowser's Kingdom, was when you fell before entering City Hall. You're like 15 behind or something. But yeah, other than that, there was not a whole lot of leads. And then very unfortunate shards from you there, Buster. How are you feeling about your race? Obviously, it sucks to lose and be out of the playoffs, but it's an interesting times from both of you.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like, I kind of expected it because I haven't done like any percent grinding this whole year except for these races. I'm honestly fine with that outcome. I'm happy for Lucid. So GG's again.
Yeah, Lucid's bold claim at the start of the race worked out for him. So no poking fun.
It might just have.
Yeah, so that was it. That was the one.
You got in his head. That's what happened. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, Lucid. I mean, you said that was a bad race for your standings, but that was better than your average in tournament. 58-31.
Yeah,
your average is a 38.
That's crazy work. I've had I had two races in the regular season where I died on 2DSS, and I think that just skewed it a lot. Mm. I wanted to try 2DSS. I'm not gonna lie. The problem is my death percentage on 2DSS is so high. Like if I would have, if I I could have messed around with it for like 5-10 seconds. If I don't get it going the pipe, it would have been I would have been okay with that. But like if I miss second jump, there's probably like a 50%, like 50-50 shot on if I'm dying or not, and I just like couldn't obviously take that risk. I would have loved to look really cool.
I was saying just because you do pretty much all the strats, I'm like, I'd be surprised if Lucid doesn't give it a shot, and then you didn't. I'm like, oh well, but that was probably a smart move. Props to you on that.
Yeah,
I just don't blame you in the slightest.
Yeah.
I had to make a business decision.
Because imagine
Um,
how much everybody would be shitting on you if you had gone for it and died when you did not need it.
yeah, I would have had to retire. So
Yeah, just delete your stream. You can give Lucid to whatever TSM person, whoever it is, the guy
yeah.
who keeps asking.
And I've raced Buster before. We raced him, and VGR raced in the Nitro Cup a while back, and I was ahead going into 2DSS. Not as much as that, obviously, but I was probably like 5-10 seconds ahead. So I went for 2DSS and died and got last. So I was like getting kind of war flashbacks a little bit. So I'm like, I can't have that happening.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
Especially because beforehand I was practicing 2DSS beforehand, and it was going very, very poorly. So I was not going into it with the most confidence. But
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good move there. I'll ask you, Lucid, since you're moving on. Your next two opponents could either be Dansta or G-Man. That's the 4 and the 5 seed play tomorrow. Would you do me the favor of saying who you would rather play of those two, or are you gonna?
I
haven't.
haven't watched a single G-Man race this league, so I don't know really what G-Man's about. I'd love to play Dansta and get my lick back because he beat me in the round robin. So I'll say Dansta.
Yeah, I believe correct me if I'm wrong, Dansta. But I believe I asked Dansta a similar question before the playoffs of like who he'd rather play. And he I think he brought up this outcome where you two play each other and Lucid you beat Buster. He's like, I want that to happen because I don't want to play Buster.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to play.
No
Buster.
one wanted to play Buster. And if
I don't
anybody
blame
wanted,
anybody.
if anybody wanted to
peach,
play
man.
Buster, it was round one. This was the scenario, which is very unfortunate for you, Buster. But it is what it is. But that also means that somebody in chat said this would be a brand new Pro League winner will be crowned this tournament. Because everybody who's in it still has never won before. I believe the only winner was Buster, and then the last couple have been Tyrone and Mitch. So yeah, it's a new winner this year. So we got history in the making. Very exciting. Are you gonna do any more practice, Lucid, than you've been doing? Or are you just gonna kind of keep going with your normal?
I'm gonna lock in. I have I kind of have a light week this week of school and stuff, and then the week after that spring break. So I'm gonna.
So you got time.
I'll be bringing it. Yeah. Honestly, overall overall this run was like, I don't know. It was a lot. It was slow. I made a lot of like nerve-based mistakes, and then nut clip I lose 8 years. But besides that, it was like a decent race.
Yeah, your second half was pretty solid, I think. After like
Yeah,
Night Metro.
I didn't do anything catastrophic post Night Metro. Yeah.
Yeah. And then same for Buster as well until Bunnies and Mac, unfortunately. But yeah, so we got to get moving here because we got another race in about 10 minutes. So again, GG's to both of you guys. Obviously not the way you wanted this to end, Buster, but I think the fact that everybody was so scared to face you, I think should really give you a lot of confidence of like, you were the guy to beat. So I hope you take that with you in the future and
I will
horribly root against Lucid or maybe root for him. Who knows?
Honestly, I'm rooting for him.
Okay, well there you go. You got the Buster stamp of
Thank
approval.
you, man.
Of course.
Yeah, so GG to both of you guys. Good luck in your second round match, Lucid, whoever you might play there. But we've got another match in 12 minutes, so that is Logis and Autumn facing off against each other, another quarterfinals match. I will yet again be the commentator for that, so if you guys are sick of me, then maybe mute the stream. But